the YouTube because I haven't done that before, and on the Facebook. So here we are. Hi everybody. I've just come on a little bit early just to make sure that it's all working, because obviously I haven't done it on YouTube before. So just making sure it's all working well. So today is the Zen Challenge, the 6th Zen Challenge, and we'll be looking at doing some yoga together, and also we'll be doing a well-being tip, something that I do to keep myself well, and a challenge for you to take on today. So I hope you enjoy it. Hi, Sam. Sam, you're on the Facebook Live, which is fine, but actually this week we're going over to the YouTube channel. So it's the Yoga in Schools YouTube channel. It's fine to stay here for today, but just as long as you know, tomorrow will be on YouTube, okay? Yeah, so every day, the Teen Yoga Foundation and the Yoga in Schools have come together to create more or less an hour, maybe 45 minutes of yoga, breathing, relaxation, and also well-being tip and challenge. And I really would love to hear from you guys, to hear what you think, to hear how it went. Long time I'm looking for some interaction from young people to make sure that we're doing stuff that you love. And if we're not, what else would you like us to do? And I'm really lucky in the sense that we've got probably around 20 or 30 volunteers volunteering to do this every day, every weekday at 10 a.m, both here and on our well, here on the YouTube channel. So if something specific you'd like to learn, let us know and we'd be happy to teach you. Or if there's something you don't like, you don't want to do anymore, let us know, and we won't do that very much more either. So just to kind of introduce you to everything, I'm Charlotta, and I run the Teen Yoga Foundation, and Yoga in Schools is a company, a not-for-profit company that brings yoga into schools across the UK. And that's both primary and nursery and higher education, as well as secondary school, because we feel that yoga can really help us in times of distress, but also when we're well, to make us more resilient to cope with times like this. And also, for your information, I'm doing something on Netflix, Healthflix, which is a new YouTube channel starting today. And I'll be over on that on the 1st of April and the 8th of April, which I think both are Wednesdays, with something similar, with a little bit of a talk about why I feel that yoga in schools can be so helpful and why being Zen is so helpful. So those of us who've practiced yoga for a while can really feel the benefits of finding our Zen. And that's something that I'd like to share with you, and not only just for you to experience, but also to share some of the knowledge that I've gained, the scientific knowledge, like how it works actually, because I think some of us might find that a little bit more kind of convincing than experiencing it itself. Okay, I can see there's quite a few of you watching. Neela, hi, you're over on Facebook, but just to remind you, we're actually on YouTube now, so I'm broadcasting live both on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. But I'd love for you to come over to Yoga in Schools on YouTube, because that's where it will be exclusively from tomorrow, just so that you're aware of that. Okay, so get yourselves ready. All you need is a place to be. It doesn't have to be a mat. It can be a towel on the floor, or just a clean floor, really, that's fine. And you don't have to have special clothes on. I often wear jeans doing it, or just something that's you can move in. These are stretchy jeans, so they're easy to move in. And we're going to start in a few minutes' time at 10 o'clock when everybody comes on. Okay? So it's best if you haven't eaten before these sessions, because ideally one shouldn't eat for 2 hours before yoga. Just it helps you be a bit more bendy, and it helps you not feel sick when you go upside down or put your head down. You can put your hair up if you like, so it doesn't get in the way. Wear some comfy clothing. You might want a little blanket. Might want to go and grab yourself a blanket or a little duvet that you can put on yourself at the very end, because we're going to start with relaxation today. I'm going to start teaching you some relaxation today. We've not done that yet, so I'd love to start that from now, and hopefully all the other teachers that are coming on will be following on from that in the next few days, so we can build your ability to be relaxed. Okay. So this, if you've got your space ready, what would also be useful is if you go and tell your family that you're going to be busy now for about 40 minutes. You're going to be busy for 40 minutes and you don't want them to disturb you, especially towards the end. You might want to put a little note on your on your door saying, "Do not disturb," if at all possible. I know some of us it's not possible at all, is it? Because we're in rooms and houses where there's lots of people and they're coming and going all the time. In which case we just need to adapt to that. So let's just start by sitting still. So sitting nice and tall, shoulders relaxed, hands in your lap. Let's just do some neck exercises. So bring your left ear to your left shoulder, stretching through the right neck. We've been doing a lot of watching TV or watching stuff on YouTube, then we can get quite stiff in our necks. And then do the other side. So bring the ear to the other side. Feel that lengthening through the side of the neck. And you might want to use your hand to give yourself a hand and just let that shoulder drop down. That's it. You can really feel the stretch. Let's do the other side again. So let that shoulder really drop. So the hand is like not resting on the leg, it's just resting on the floor. Good. And bring the hands back of the head and draw the chin to the chest. This is a very simple relaxation or stretching exercise for the neck. And the neck, when the neck gets tense, often we can get headaches and so on. So this is important. Now bring your head back. Open the elbows nice and wide and open through the pectoral muscles and look up at the ceiling. Good stretch. Okay, so look over our right shoulder, look over the left shoulder. Our eyes are muscles just like the rest of the body, and they can get very kind of tired and strained when we watch screens. So it's really important to release tension in our eyes. So we're going to do that again, looking up, down, right, left, and then big circle with the eyes, big circle with the eyes, and then circle in the other direction, down. And put your hands gently over your eyes, just not touching, obviously, but just feeling the heat from the hands on your eyes. Good. And that's quite a kind of calming thing to do anyway. Right, let's get on our mats then. So we come back onto the mats or onto the place where arching the back, look at your tummy. And arching the back, look at the ceiling. Arching, looking at do this. So we're just stretching the spinal column, making it nice and supple in the morning, because when we've slept, our spine is often a bit stiff. So we're just loosening that up. Now I'm going to do it with the breath, so breathe out of your legs and roll your head from side to side. And roll your head from forward and back. Forward and back. So this is called the hair. So you're just massaging your head. It's a hair as in rabbit and hair. Roll from side to side, massaging the forehead and forwards and back. And just lie now in child's pose for a few minutes. And breathe in, let your body expand. And breathe out, let your body contract, become smaller. Do that again. And just feel like your body is very, very heavy on the floor. And like you're pouring out all your worries through the top of the head into the floor. Come back on all fours. Now stretch the left leg back. And the right leg forward, right arm forwards, stretching. And let's do the other side. So this makes your core strong. This makes the core strong. So the center of your body, like your abdominals, will make them really strong and powerful. Okay. And this is a challenge for you. Can you reach back and reach your foot? And let's do it on the other side. Reach out, bend your knee, reach your foot with the opposite hand. It might just be your sock. And bring it down. Good. Now, to get a little bit of stronger bottom and lower back, we're going to lift your foot up. So keep your back not like this, but strong. So strong belly muscles. Suck in your belly muscles. Lift your left leg up and just pump it up a little bit. And this will give you a strong lower back and strong bottom, which is really good for going upstairs and running. Those things you need strong back and low and bottom for. Let's do the other leg. Up, pump. Just strengthening your lower back and bum. Good. And then we're going to do the same again as we did before. Stretch out the left leg, right arm arch. Let's see if we can count to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Let's do the other side. Remember, strong belly muscles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Curl those toes under and come into downward dog. You've done this one before. Shake your head out and step one leg and the other leg. So bend like this. Very good. Okay. Then come back down into child's pose and take a rest. For some of us, if you've not been doing lots of exercise, that's quite strong. Head on the floor. And again, roll from side to side. Okay. Now, every day we've started with the sun salutation, so we're going to do that again just so that you get used to it and it's something you can do by yourself at home. Each teacher teaches it very, very slightly differently, which, to be honest, just makes it a bit more interesting, doesn't it? So that's all right. But more or less, it's all more or less the same thing. It's using all the muscle groups in the body to stretch and release. So bring your palms together. Stretch up nice and high. And then come all the way down, stretch forwards. Now bring your hands to your knees and stretch your head towards the wall. And then come all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. And some of us might get our head onto our knees and others might not come down very far at all. That's fine. Bring your hands to the back of your legs and draw your head towards the legs. Good. Put your hands to the floor. This is always where I realise I need to look after my feet a bit better. Bring your right leg back. And then put that knee down onto the floor. You've seen that before. And look up. Yeah, so the knee's on the floor. You're looking up. You're stretching that back leg. Lift the leg up. Bring the left leg back behind you. And do press up position. Nice and strong press up here. Exhale gently down. Breathe in, look up. Press back into downward dog. Stretch through the back of the legs and the back. Look forward, step forwards. That might not be so easy for you to do. So you might need your hand to bring it forwards. Yeah? Hands on the floor, look up. Left leg forwards. Breathing in, up and back, and release. Hands to the heart. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, look forwards and down. Tuck your head in. Left leg back. Look up. Right leg back. Exhale down. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, look back. Left leg forwards. Look up. Right leg forwards. And look back. Put your hands on the shins, stretch your head forward, so really lengthening through the spine. And then long arms all the way up, back. Exhale forwards and down. So breathe here a few times. So prepare to breathe in as you put your right leg back. Breathe in. Look up. Hold the breath and bring your left leg back. And exhale down, coming down, breathing out. We're doing this because we want to regulate our breathing. Breathe in, look up. And breathe out, come down. And the more you regulate your breathing, the calmer you become. Look forwards, breathe in. Look out, breathe out. And breathe in, come up. All the way up and back. And breathe out. Last time, palms together. Breathe in, look up. And breathe out, come down. Left leg comes back. And inhale, look up. Right leg comes back, straight body. Hold the breath. And breathe out, come down. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, look back. Breathe in, left leg comes forwards. Right leg comes forwards as you breathe out. And breathe in all the way up and back. Good. Okay, we're going to make some changes now. So pay attention because it's not exactly the same. But it's really key that you get the breathing right. If it's too tricky, don't worry. But if you can get the breathing right, it will make a big difference to the way you feel after you've done the session. So give it a go. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, at this point also, in the beginning, do you remember we had an intention? And recently it's been around courage, like keeping courage in your heart and opening the heart to courage, and cœur meaning courage and cœur meaning heart in French. But today I'd like to bring another affirmation because I don't know if you've noticed, but we're in the play phase of the waxing moon. It means the moon is going from being a little crescent moon to becoming a full moon. So it's growing bigger and bigger every day. And that energetically, we believe that when that happens, it's like a time of growth and hope. It's a time to plant seeds. It's time to look forwards. So if you can tune into that waxing moon, so the moon that's growing, and the kind of brighter nights, because the moon becomes brighter, so there's a lot more light in the night. And that sense of kind of new beginnings and new hope. And it's the waxing moon of spring, so it's the new spring moon. And this idea that this coronavirus time will come to an end at some point. We don't know when, but it's the beginning of something new, maybe, that we can't quite envisage yet. So for yourself to just stand here with your hands by your heart and connecting with that growing moon, and think of yourself as something that's new beginnings, that every day you can be somebody different. You can start on a new journey, whether it's on this yoga journey or whether it's on learning an instrument or learning a language. There's so much you can do for free online now. Amazing. When I grew up, nothing was free. But for you guys, everything is free. So just think of yourself like, what is my new beginning today? What do I want to start afresh today? And sure, you might take one step forward and two steps back, but at least you're going in a forward motion. Your intention is to go forward, and eventually, you'll become really good at something that you do every day. That's just the way it is. It can't be any other way. So just think about what you want to start fresh today, what you want to be good at tomorrow. You have to practice today. So let's think about that. Hope. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, right leg comes back. Now we're going to lift up. So keep just breathing normally now. Lift up your hands. Come down into that right hip and look at the ceiling. Very nice. And bring those hands down. Bring that leg back and come into your plank. Nice and strong plank. For those of you who want to do it a bit stronger, you can come down halfway and then come down. But I'm going to go knees and chest and forehead. Make it easy for myself today. And then breathe in, cobra. And again, this time, if you want to make it a bit stronger, you can push on your hands and cut nice and high and drop your hips. Like that. And then coming into downward dog. So we've done this before, you know what to do. But we're going to do something slightly different. You're going to lift your right leg up into the sky. Bring it down. Lift your left leg up. And bring it down. Then bring your right leg forwards between your hands. Put the knee down. And we're going to do our twist that we did a few days ago. So twisting into this posture. And look behind you. Good. Hands down. Left foot forwards. Hands on the shins. Stretch your bottom out and head out. Stretching through the spine. And inhale all the way up. And back. And hands by the side. Palms together and remember your promise to yourself or your feeling of that waxing moon and the hope of new beginnings. And the concept of practicing something every day, even if it's 10 minutes, and how that makes a difference. You can see I've got a little piano behind me and I haven't practiced it for months, but I'm going to start practicing today and see if I can learn a piece by the end of when we come out of isolation. Maybe it'll take me that long, who knows. Breathe in and breathe out. Left leg comes back and look up. We're going to do the same here, lifting up. And look at the ceiling, stretching the whole body. Fantastic. And come back down into plank. Knees down. And you breathe out. And breathe in, press your head up. Look at the ceiling. And press back. Breathe out. Same again, lift your right leg up. Bring it down. Left leg up. And bring it down. Bring the left leg forwards. Knee down. Twisting like we did on the other side. So this helps with digestion. Looking back. Helps you digest your food. And in yoga sister science, Ayurveda. Breathe out here. Breathe in. And breathe out. They say that the thing about digestion is if you have a good digestion, you have a good health. So making sure your digestive health is going well, that you're pooing every day and eating good food, that's really important to feeling good, right? So twisting the body will help you with that. Okay, we're going to do a few standing postures now. The thing about hope is we need to be courageous to have hope. People who don't have hope are often people who've lost their courage. Yeah, so to be courage, to feel courage, to feel hope, we need to feel courage. So we're going to go back to that courage and hope thing. So coming to the front of your mat, and we have a few series of postures called the warrior, and the warrior is with an A, meaning a strong person, not a warrior with an O. We go from a warrior with an O to a warrior with an A. Step back with your left leg, and we're just going to have a nice stretch in that back leg. So just feel your foot, your back foot, you probably can't see it very clearly, is pointing towards the front of the mat, front left-hand corner of the mat. Yeah, so it's not all the way front, but just something that feels comfortable for you. So you feel like you're stretching something in the back of your leg. Breathe in, look up. And we'll just keep both our legs straight here. And as you see, you're taking a lot of space from the ground. You're starting to feel really strong. And then we're going to fold forwards over the front leg, and that might feel quite stretchy in your front legs. Just notice how that feels. You might not come down as far as I can, that's absolutely fine. Just get a stretch in the back of your leg, head to knee. Fantastic. And breathe in, coming up. And let's just do that on the other side. So step the other leg back, again pointing towards the top right hand corner, the right leg. Lift up, and maybe it feels different. It certainly does for me. This side feels different from the other side. So you're getting to know your body a little bit when you do these things. So you think, oh, my right hip is a bit different from my left hip. That's fine. And then come all the way down, if you can. Or come as far as you can anyway. Head to the knee. And this is called Warrior 1 and Folded Warrior. So we're just going to try those. Now we're going to do Warrior 2. So staying on the same leg, I want the feet to be in one line with each other. Bend the front knee and look over the front hand. So all these postures are like symbols, really. And why we're looking over the front hand, not the back, because if we look over our back hand, we're looking back behind us, where we've come from, which is important. But when we look over our front hand, we're looking towards the future with hope. You might like to think to yourself, like, what do I hope for? What do I hope might happen in the future? What could be good about this time? And make a little plan. 10 minutes every day, I'm going to do this. Yeah, whatever it is, whether it's the yoga, singing, learning an instrument, helping somebody. Right. And let's swap sides. So we just turn the feet around. So the left foot faces towards you, the camera, and the right foot faces towards the end of my mat. And I'm going to bend this knee. So if you're really strong, you might be stronger than me, you can make this one parallel to the floor like that. I'll give it a go, see how long I can hold it for. And you're going to have your arms up. And again, you can look at behind, think where I've come from. But really what interests us is where you're going. But we're not diving into the future. We're not worrying about the future or anxious about the future or depressed or looking at the past. We're in the center, which is the present moment. But we're looking with hope towards the future. Yeah? I can see my thighs come up a bit now, so I'm going to come down a little bit further. You might start to feel your legs shake a bit. That means you're really using your muscle groups. Fantastic, great. Feet parallel, forward bend. And shake it out, shake shoulders out, shake your bum out. And release the inner thighs, particularly here. Now fingers out in front of you. Stretch the back. Stretch the back. Good. You can do a balancing posture, and it's called the dancer. Just check what the time is. How are we doing? Fine. Okay, I'm going to do the dancer, which is a lovely posture which helps stretch the front of the leg, but also helps you with focus. All our balancing postures are to help you focus, okay? So I want you to, maybe you want to grab hold of the wall to start with. Stand really firmly on your left leg. Make sure you almost feel like you've got roots going down through your left leg. And then one way or another, you want to grab hold of your foot around the ankle like this. And maybe this is enough for you today if you haven't done this before. If you're feeling a bit wobbly emotionally, it's difficult to balance. But if you're feeling strong, then take the hand off the wall and lift it up. And this might be enough, but if you want to do more, you can bring that foot back and away from you and stretch the front of that leg. Stretch the front of that leg. And you'll feel it in your shoulder blade as well. So it really releases the shoulder blade. Like that. Very nice. And come back. And let's do the other side. So this time I'm going to try not to hold onto the wall while I do it. So grab hold of this foot and the other foot, feel it really rooted in the ground. And it's easy if I look at something in front of me, just focus. And again, there's hope, isn't there? Hope, I can do this. And determination. And then bring the foot away from the buttock, stretching that front part of the leg. Good. And bring it back. And let it go. Fantastic. Come up on the toes. Very good to release the toes as well, because I get a lot of pressure in our feet. And then let's do a side bend. So it's just the same as we were before. Feet are parallel, arms by the side. Lift one arm up and stretch the side of the body. Look up at the ceiling. Side of the body. Look up, look up, look up. Very nice. And that helps the liver and the kidney on this side. Just gives it a little bit more of a kind of massage. Lifting this side up. So it helps the inner organs work a bit better, but also the lymph gland, which is in your armpit, helps that work a bit better as well. Look up. Stretch, 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 stretch. And release. Good. Okay. Come back to center and just bend your knees slightly and go from side to side. And moving your body from side to side, get a lot of twist in there for your digestion, for your spinal column, and so on. Good. Okay. So we're going to come into a forward bend to finish off the postures for today. So just bring your feet together, drop your head right down. Now this time the legs need to stay straight, but just allow your head to drop. Really heavy. Imagine you've got a really heavy weight at the end of your neck, which you have. Your brain weighs 3 kilos, which is 6 pounds. It's a lot of weight. Just feel that going down into the ground. And you might, the longer you wait here, the more it will drop down into the ground. And the more we have our forward bend, the more kind of comforted we feel, because we're very closed in on ourselves here, which helps us feel more comforted. And it also releases all the tension around the back of your legs, which you get a lot of tension when you're sitting down a lot, watching TV or playing games. And that's a nice feeling, isn't it? Okay, so come down onto your mat, onto your tummies, ready for relaxation. So I want you to make yourselves comfortable. If your house is a little chilly, because where I am in Somerset, it's quite a cold day today, maybe you want to put a blanket on top of yourself. And I'm just going to guide you into how to relax properly. So you stay there. I'm going to come up close to the camera so you can hear me nice and clearly. And I just want you to relax in this posture on your tummy. So relaxing on your tummy, take some nice long deep breaths, noticing how your body moves with the breath. Yeah, can you feel how the body moves with your breath? So when you breathe in, the body gets bigger. And when you breathe out, the body gets more relaxed and kind of falls into the floor a bit more. So I want you to do that again. Breathe deeply. And exhale fully and completely. So we're using our breath to relax the body. Using the breath to relax the body. Take a nice deep, long breath in. Do you remember the breath we did on our first day? Breathing in for 7, breathing out for 11. Something that's used actually in medical context as well to people who have panic attacks and so on. So we can do that now. Breathing in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathing out 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathing out 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And have a little go by yourself. So breathing as deeply as you can, feeling the belly press against the floor, and breathing out as long as you possibly can, feeling the belly kind of almost like collapsing into the floor. And do this a few more times by yourself in your own time. Make sure you're nice and slow with your breath. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to teach you how to relax your body properly. And I know that might feel kind of strange at the moment because maybe you haven't done it before. But just give it a go and make sure that you're going to be left alone now for the next 5-10 minutes, because if you're disturbed, it doesn't feel very nice. So you want to be really relaxed and by yourself if possible. So first of all, bring your awareness to your feet. And just say to yourself, say to your feet, like they're your little baby, say, my feet are going to relax now. I relax my feet. Like, almost like you're talking to your feet. And then say the same thing to your legs. Legs, you're going to relax now. The legs are going to relax now. And feel what it feels like to have relaxed legs. What would that feel like? Just imagine it. And then you can do the same for the tummy. I relax the tummy, and the tummy is relaxed. And notice how the tummy just does what you tell it to do. I relax my back. My back is relaxed. I relax my chest. My chest is relaxed. And notice how the chest becomes a little bit heavier, maybe. Or maybe there's some kind of fizzy feeling in the chest when I say this. All these feelings are completely normal. I relax my spine and my back. So the whole of the back, lots of muscles there. Imagine what that would feel like to have that all relaxed. I relax my hands and my arms. Hands and arms are busy all day long. And just notice how it would feel to have your hands and arms fully relaxed. Just notice now your shoulders. And feel what it's like to have relaxed shoulders. What would that be like if your shoulders were really relaxed? Sometimes our shoulders are up around our ears when we're tense, but notice how they become heavy when they go away from your ears and how good that feels for the body. Very nice. And then relaxing your face. So the face is relaxed, the face, the eyes. The jaw is a very tense place in the body. So relaxing the jaw as well, and the back of the head, often connected. And the whole of the head, all the head relaxed, even the brain, because when the brain is relaxed, it does its job well. So relaxing the brain as well. And then we're going to relax the insides. So let's see if we can relax the tummy and the breathing as well. So the lungs and the breathing. All of it is relaxed now. So just feel what the body might feel like when it's completely relaxed, all heavy, floppy, like a rag doll or a baby that's sleeping. That's lovely. Okay, so we're going to come out of the relaxation now. I just wanted you to feel that for the first time today, and we're going to build on it every day. So take a long, deep breath in and just move the fingers and the toes a little bit, and move the body a little bit, and then roll over either into child's pose if you're on your tummy, or onto your side if you're on your back. Take a few moments to thank yourself and remember our affirmation or our promise, our blessing today, which is hope. Hope towards the future, the waxing moon, the moon that's giving more and more light every day, helping things grow, giving you energy, giving you lots and lots of energy. and the springtime coming. Notice how that gives you energy too. And then when you're ready, you can come up to sitting. And I'm going to teach you I'm going to teach you one breathing technique. So next time I'm with you, I'll teach you the other one. And this breathing technique is breathing like the sea. It sounds like the seaside. So you make a sound, it's called ujjayi breath, but you make a sound like the sea, so it goes like this. And I use this breath sometimes when I'm feeling a bit worried, or when I've got too much to do, or I feel overwhelmed, I use this breath. So you give it a go. Breathe in through the nose like this, and then out through the mouth, making the sound of the sea. I know it's a bit freaky, a bit weird, but give it a go. 3 more times. Breathe in. Very good. So that's something you can do anytime in the day. That's our breathing technique for today. And our well-being tip, my well-being tip for you today is something that I do every single day, well, now in the spring, and I really like it. When I go out for my daily exercise, I go and pick some nettles, and I pick them with gloves on in a cotton bag. And I put them in the cotton bag, and I just leave them in there. I give them a good wash, and then I put them back in, and then I leave them in there. And what happens, because it's cotton, it dries the nettles out. And then what you get after just a few days is a whole jar full of dried nettles. Now you might think, what's that good for? That is really good for making tea. So it's free tea. You put a handful, and they don't sting anymore when they're dry either. You put a handful in some boiling water, and you let it boil for quite a while, maybe 5 minutes. And then you drink the water, and you can put some honey in it. And it's full of goodness. It's full of vitamin A, C, D, K, and full of potassium and iron. The vitamin C obviously is destroyed when you boil it, so that's actually not that great, but you could put them fresh into a smoothie and you get the vitamin C as well. But you certainly get lots of iron and potassium. And in the old days, people used to make soup with it. You can still make soup with it as well. Lots of great recipes for that online. And I kind of feel like it's nature's way of giving us what we need in the spring, lots of iron and lots of vitamin C. So that might be something you want to try next time you go walking. And it's only a certain time of year when you can pick the nettles, which is now, because when the nettles become all big in the summer, they're not so tasty anymore, and you shouldn't pick them then. So you should pick them now in the early spring. And it's just like spinach, but better, tastier and better for you, and free. And our challenge to you today is to teach an old person how to do online shopping. So you guys know this stuff really easily, but can you do a vlog on how to do online shopping? You might want to use QuickTime. That's an app that you can download for free, and just show them how you navigate around the shop to get the shop uploaded. Maybe find out which shop has got slots in your old person's area, in the isolated person's area, and show them how to do the online shopping. Yeah, or you could do it on your phone, so you could FaceTime them and show them you doing it on your computer like that, because that would be so useful for them to know how to buy their own food when they're not allowed to go out. And if you manage, let us know how it went. And yeah, that's the end of today's session. So I really look forward to hearing from you a little bit more. And maybe we'll just finish this session with a humming sound, which helps us feel grounded and connected with ourselves. So if you close your eyes, take a deep breath in. So thanks for joining the Zen challenge today, and do let us know how it went, and have a very lovely day today. Take care. Bye bye.